Okay, to solve this system of equations by elimination, we're going to look for a variable that we can cancel out. So I can see with these two equations, I have a negative 4x and a positive 4x already as part of the equations. So what I can do is if I add these two equations together, I'll see that these cancel or eliminate themselves. And I'm going to continue to add the rest of them. Negative 2y and positive 8y give me a 6y equals, and a negative 12 and a negative 24 give me a negative 36. I'm going to continue to solve it by dividing by 6, and I'll get a y equals negative 6. So you can see over here, I mentioned that once you do this process, you're going to see one of three possible answers. You're either going to get a true statement, something like 4 equals 4, which means that they are the same exact line and they have an infinite amount of solutions. You're either going to get an untrue statement, something like 2 does not equal 10, because that's not true. That means there's no solutions and the lines must be parallel. Or you'll get an answer like we did here, an x equals 2 or y equals 5, and what we're going to do is use that value that we found right here to find the other one, because we know every coordinate has an x and y value. We already know what the y value is, so now all we have to do is figure out what the x value is. We can do that by taking the y value that we found and pick either one of these original equations. I'm just going to pick the second one. So 4x plus 8y equals negative 24. I'm going to take the value that I found to plug it into y and solve for x. So I'm going to get 4x plus 8 times negative 6 equals negative 24. 4x, 8 and negative 6 give me negative 48. Bring everything else down. I want to solve for x by adding 48 to both sides. 4x equals, these I'm actually going to subtract because they have different signs, and I'll get a positive 24. And last but not least, to get x by itself, I need to divide by 4, so I get x equals 6. That means my point of intersection where my two lines cross can be found at the coordinate 6, negative 6. And that would be my final answer.